Hi, watch a few seconds of this video.
Do you know your letter sound?
It's about to go down.
Do you know your letter sound?
It's about to go down.
A says ah, and B says
Boo.
nice. C says and D says nice. E says and F says good job.
Do you know your alphabet? Do. It's about to go down. Yeah, tell me you weren't dancing too. Hi, I'm Stevie Ray, practicing improv for over 40 years and a martial artist for close to 50. I'm out in the shed right now because it's time to fill the bird feeders for winter feeding. One thing I love about that video is it shows a genius way to teach children. Now, Miss P, the teacher in the video, she didn't invent the concept of using music and dance and rhyme and rhythm to enhance learning, but it is a genius move. And that's what I want to mention, is the word genius is tossed around a lot these days, and often inaccurately. I mean, beside its classical definition, genius being an IQ of over 160, it also refers to somebody who is very good at what they do. Well, that's not true. Genius is somebody who changes the very nature of the way an endeavor is practiced. For instance, a lot of people consider Robin Williams to be a genius at improvisation. No, he really didn't change the way it was done. He was a master at improvisation. He didn't invent it like Viola Spolin and Paul Sills in Chicago, or Keith Johnstone in England, or Dudley Riggs in Minneapolis. He became a master at improvisation, but he didn't change the very nature of the way it was done. Let's take sketch comedy. Pretty much performed the same way for generations until the folks at Monty Python's Flying Circus got a hold of it, and they thought, let's change the very nature of the way sketch comedy is written and performed. One of the greatest challenges in writing comedy sketches is figuring out an ending. Any great sketch comedian will tell you that's the most difficult part. What the folks at Monty Python's Flying Circus did was say, great, let's not have an ending. So they just decided to go from one sketch to another without ending any of them. That was not only a genius move, it was also a risky one. And any genius in their field, someone who's willing to change the very nature of the way something is done, has to take a risk at it not being liked or approved of by the people who've been doing it the same way for a long time. I'm sure Miss P, the teacher in the video, got a little pushback from old school teachers who said, hey, sit kids in rows, lecture at them, and teach them that way. That's the way it's been done since forever. Well, she took a risk and it worked out. If you want to be considered a genius in what you do, maybe you take a risk and do it an entirely different way. Now, you can stay safe and not get pushback or criticism, but you also won't get over 3 million views of your video like Miss P did. So, I got to get back to feeding the birds. Let her sound, let her sound, let her sound.